The MoneroTopia weekly news segment is sponsored by WizardSwap.io, a non-custodial cryptocurrency exchange.
All right, so first news link is a post on r/Monero subreddit. My car in the Monero ecosystem. I'm just going to read the TLDR because this is really long. TLDR, the European Union's market in crypto assets regulation, otherwise known as MyCar, comes into full effect on December 30th, 2024. So it's already been in effect for 5 days now. All new obliged entities, crypto asset service providers, token issuers, custodial wallet providers, stablecoin operators, etc., must be fully compliant on or before this date. Already existing crypto asset service providers have until 1st July 2026 to demonstrate compliance and obtain their operating license through their national competent authority or cease operating/trading. That's weird. But I don't think crypto asset server. I don't think that's NB MyCar does not apply to fully decentralized product services, and also does not apply to providers of non-custodial wallets. Okay, so this seems like it wouldn't affect Monero. It's just some more EU regulations regarding people who handle cryptocurrency. But looks like that won't affect Monero whatsoever. Next post, we've got a quote tweet from Elastus Troll. XMR BTC are the most used cryptocurrency across P2P and DEX. XMR is ranked 40 on CoinMarketCap. Its delisting from the centralized exchanges has hampered its market cap growth, but look at what people use best private money around. And the tweet that's quoting is from orangefriend.com, which is the recap of 2024 of trades on the site, and XMR is large majority at 46%. Falling in second is BTC at 38%. So I think this is a common theme for a lot of these services that, I mean, Orange Friend is like a sort of like an aggregator service for swaps, but for a lot of gift card purchasing services and like a lot of shops that accept Monero along with multiple currencies, this seems to have been a common theme over the past year where Monero has been sort of taking more of the lead in the share of transactions and volume being done on these platforms, which is really cool to see because people want privacy, unsurprisingly. Next up, we've got a tweet from Paulie St. George. Elon is introducing X payments in 2025. This ties in with his vision to make X the, air quote, everything app. It also demonstrates the setup of a digital gulag. 3-minute explainer.
And now I've got Elon Musk's company logos up here. Starlink, this is the network of satellites. We can definitely tell how the network of satellites play into this digital system. Neuralink, this is a brain-computer interface. Yes, you heard that right. You would literally become part of the internet if this happens. It's called the Internet of Bodies. It's real. And finally, I don't know if people are paying attention to the way his purchase of Twitter is going to allow him to facilitate this whole thing. And kind of how I look at it, it's kind of he would become the king, president, or the Elon of the new society. Because look what he's saying now. He's going to do Twitter 2.0, the everything app. These are slides from his company talk. Advertising as entertainment is one of the things. And what this says here is fill out this survey to find out which house you'd be in. Targaryen, this is based on that television show Game of Thrones. You would fill this in, and then this is advertising for the show, and it's revenue. How could it possibly be revenue for a person? I want to remind you of this creepy patent that was filed a couple of years ago, and it's actually patent 666. Cryptocurrency system using body activity data. This was filed by Microsoft. This is Microsoft. And look what it says. Human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in mining process of a cryptocurrency system. For example, a brainwave or body heat emitted from the user when the user performs a task provided by an information or service provider, such as viewing an advertisement or using certain internet services, can be used in the mining process. So that's how advertising as entertainment will tie into the Internet of Bodies and his proposed Twitter payments system. Also, they're going to do identity verification. That's what blue verified means. How verified will you need to be? Like, will you need to do fingerprint or biometric identification? If so, will that tie to how they're going to use advertising as entertainment and allow you to mine cryptocurrency and earn tiny little bits of payment just for being online? Well, do you remember Noah Yuval Harari says that there's not going to be anybody working? What are we going to do with all these people that have been thrown out of work by robots? We'll have to put them on drugs and get them to play video games. Are you seeing how it all ties together?
Interesting analysis. If you want to watch the full video, you can do that down there. Moving on. Next post is from Nicholas J. Fuentes. The recent wave of terrorism has me wondering what the deep state is trying to force on us under the pretext of a quote counterterrorism, war with Iran, digital ID, digital currency, or pre-crime. Yep. Whether it's real terrorism or it's promoted by the government, it will inevitably be used to further the surveillance state, which is unfortunate, but always happens. Post by me, I said sad but largely true, quote tweeting a tweet from Jacob King, who had a long tweet describing Bitcoin. As it turned 16 years old today, let's see what it accomplished. Highest fees and slowest transaction times among all cryptocurrencies, adopted by just one country, El Salvador, where utility collapsed by 99.8% and policies are now being reversed. Well, it never was truly adopted anyway. It was custodial Lightning. Not used as a viable payment method anywhere, the Lightning Network remains heavily centralized, entirely manipulated by stable coins like Tether, responsible for over 95% of its artificial trading volume, consumes energy on par with entire nations but delivers no meaningful benefit. Development and innovation are stagnant, falling behind scalable alternatives, dominated by a small number of Chinese-owned miners, making it inherently centralized. Extreme volatility renders it a failed store of value, which drops exceeding negative 80% on multiple occasions. Its only remaining utility is speculative gambling, inflating it into massive bubble primed to burst. Happy birthday. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these are true. I mean, volatility is only really a concern due to the lack of utility I think Bitcoin provides and how that'll play out with how controlled its price has become by large entities. But I do think a good amount of that sentiment is true, even if some of it's just for engagement. Next up, we've got a post from Elon Musk. Algorithm tweak coming soon to promote more informational/entertaining content. We will publish the changes to @xengineering. Our goal is to maximize unregretted user seconds. Too much negativity is being pushed that technically grows user time, but not unregretted user time. Okay, that's probably Elon Musk being mad that people are ratioing him. Another post from Elon Musk. Elderly man arrested in Britain for, quote, causing anxiety with a social post. This is insane. Thank God there is a constitutional right to freedom of speech in America. We got a 30-second video here from Radio Genoa.
No. The Hampshire police would realise how ridiculous this is. It is. Good.
What did it need to come to?
Tell us why you escalated it to this level. Because I don't understand. I posted something that he posted. You come to arrest me. You don't arrest him. Why has it come to this? Why am I in cuffs? Because there's something he shared, then I shared.
Because someone has been caused, obviously, anxiety based upon your social media post. That's
not his.
why you've been arrested.
No.
that is the UK for you. You post something somebody else doesn't like, well, you can have the police show up on your door, I guess.
Wow, if you post something that gives other people anxiety, I mean, well, a lot of guilty people in my life. I get a lot of anxiety on social media. That's funny, man. That is out of control.
That is crazy.
It that
control.
is.
I mean, I think we've seen that even a couple years ago starting to happen already.
Yeah, wow.
Posting offensive stuff online, you could maybe have tweets, but it's probably getting worse and worse as time
Scary.
goes on. Yeah, for sure. I think this is the last news link. Posted a post from, probably gonna pronounce this wrong, Danny Yal. He said, my second month running a physical Monero node via @MoneroNodo, and here are my general learnings. Easy setup. It was literally plug and play. The mini touch screen is a game changer. I love it. Feels like a must-have. Habit forming. I check the screen daily, even though it's not necessary. Next up, getting my EWT worker node on a similar device. Very cool. High praise for the Monero Nodo and its ease of use and enjoyment.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. That's very motivational. That we're seeing good feedback. Obviously, I don't know this guy. I don't even know if he's like a real like Monero community. I haven't really seen much around the Monero community. So super cool that he's purchased the Nodo and it's working as intended, and he likes what it does. Very encouraging.
Awesome.